I'm going to dive in about systemizing your salon, but I want to talk about something really painful first. Then I'm going to take you through a scenario. How's that? Is that good enough? Cool. This is what I'm seeing at the moment. All over Facebook, people I know, salon owners that I know, give them some love. But the thing is, they're going out buying this magic bean pill. Hey, you might have seen me write about it this week. If I pop it, I will do that, not a problem. Yeah, so the magic pill, you know, the online course that you can buy, the I'll Get Your Salon Full course. It's out there. You're all using it. Most of you are, that I've noticed. But there's one thing that I want to explain about this, right? One, it works beautifully. So whoever invented this, it's a great course. It's not mine. It works really well. But let me tell you what's wrong with that course. It works so well that you guys aren't prepared for what's going to happen next. So there you are out there trying to attract new clients into your salons, making sure you guys are still with me. You are. Okay. So, and you treat them like normal. You don't remarkable. You're not fantastic. You're not great. So what happens? They come, they don't like it. You got the wrong client in. Either they're cheap, they're not your client, or they come in and it's not what they expected because you haven't sort of done that rapport to start with. So they leave. Now, that person is not coming back. But the difference is they're going to tell 16 people. So if you've got yourself, let's say 20 new clients that don't like you, that's 20 clients out in your town that are telling 16 people not to come in. How long before you are quiet and the ads stop working? Think about it. That's what it is. I want to unpack this with you today, why I believe that you're going to have to do no more than one thing to get your salon busy. You're not going to get to that level out of that war zone into the lifestyle salon to earn you some good money. Hey guys, how are you? If you just do that one thing. Let me share my screen. Let's try and unpack this as we go along. Let's dive in. Cool. I believe that you need to physically systemize your salon. It has to happen, guys. You've got to get the system in your salon before and back. I want to show you a few things today that hopefully will help you systemize your salon and, more importantly, why you need to do it. Now, most of us, if you're anything like this, that you start off here in the startup, right? And some people within a year, within a 2 year, get themselves into this zone here. We call it the war zone. You're going to be earning roughly about 0 to 450 turnover. You'll pay yourself anywhere between $0 and $500. That's it. We call it the war zone is because if you lose one stylist, you're in pain. If a staff member phones in sick, you're in pain. What we want to try and do here at iSalon, we want to get you over there into the lifestyle zone, over the 450 plus. You then start getting enough staff to breathe and enough staff really to survive. Now, some salons get themselves across to this lifestyle zone and they shouldn't be there. They're not ready. They haven't got the foundation. They just maybe put a few ads out there, get some clients to go, oh, great, I'm now earning the money. And then before you know it, it just crumbles. So you have to have certain things in place, literally in place for this to happen. Now, I personally believe, this is my opinion, and working behind the scenes on this for a long time, these are the 9 elements, the minimum level that you need to actually get your salon out of that war zone and into the lifestyle zone. And once you're in there, then there's another 3 modules that we add that keeps you in there as best we can. So what is this lifestyle salon model? Because I'm supposed to be the new lifestyle salon coach, but I'll tell you what it is. They attract the clients. Now that for me is you're going to get out there. There's so much noise. Who's going to hear you? You know, your ad, your before and after, your new advert that you've created is the same as everybody else. You know it is. If you've got 3 or 4 people in your town doing the same course as you, guess what? The ads are all the same. So when you attract people, that's just really getting the likes, the noise, the hearts, the tick, the blue thumbs, whatever you want to call it. What really matters, guys, is after that, the convert. How are we going to get them in the door? Now, I don't just mean come in with a special here, guys, because we can all move into hyperactive mode. I'm talking about passive adverts. Like if you are just sitting there throwing right hooks all the time, eventually your component, your clients, they're going to start ducking and really shutting you off going, you're just after my money all the time. You're just throwing specials out. You'll start losing your regulars. You'll start using your bread and butter, which is what it's all about here. Remember, 67% of people, 67% of people, right? 67% aren't ready to do business with you yet. They're just not. I believe there's 9 elements that you need to work on to attract the biggest amount of people, the ones with the money, the ones that don't move very often. They take their time to leave their salon. And that's the ones we want, because they're the ones that actually, when they come to you, they'll stay around for a long time. Oh, I've got some hydration already. I'll have me coffee. Thank you. Awesome. So what we need to figure out is, one, how do we cut through all this noise to make sure the client knows you exist without using specials all the time? Okay. How after that do we convert these people to come in and love us? There's certain elements that I believe that need to get done. And then after that, when they've actually walked through the door, you've got to be able to walk your walk, guys. There's no point. I see so many of you get so many clients in. And I've spoke to people this week where they've got, oh, I'll get 10 new clients a week or 15 new clients a week. Bully for you. What are you doing with them? If you've got 10 or 15 new clients a week, you should be absolutely fully booked or doing 2 million a year. The trouble is you're losing them. A, they're not coming back. Your normal clients are escaping, and you've just got this big fat empty bucket and you're chucking water in it and it's just leaking everywhere. You need to plug the holes. So today we're going to talk about one of these main things. This module here, remarkable service, used to be a USP, used to be not the client journey, because that's the client journey through here, not your 5-step journey. I'm talking about this one here. This is everything you do in your salon needs to be remarkable. Every person in your salon needs to know exactly what you stand for, and you need to follow through with this. Let's dive in and let's unpack some of this, shall we? The thing is, why should you bother putting effort in to systemize your salon? Like, really, let's just keep throwing new clients in. As long as new clients keep coming, eventually you're going to run out. The secret here, guys, is that human error. We're all human. We all mess up. Even me, many times. I cock up all the time. So there's human error involved here. Without systems, all you're doing is winging it. As simple as that. Nothing else, just winging it. And people hate change. They will leave you. I promise you. They will walk away and leave you if you do not have consistent systems in place. People don't like that. I'm going to tell you a story later on exactly about me, what happened just only this week, and why I'm feeling the way I feel. Now, we all know 40% of staff leave every year. Now, we say there's no staff here, but staff are leaving in the droves. They really are. We think it's just money, but it's not. And 86% of clients leave because of bad experience. Now, think about this, guys. Like 86% of clients leave a business because of bad experience. Did I say the balayage wasn't good? Did I say the foils weren't good? Did I say the haircut didn't last? Did I say the massage was rubbish? I didn't. I said they left because of bad experience. 86% of people will leave you because they had a bad experience that they did not like at your salon. This is huge, guys. This is how you're losing your clients. It's okay going out there and buying your magic pill, the online course that's going to fill your salon fast. But you know what? It may fill your salon and it works. I'm not going to say it doesn't work, because I know it does. It's beautiful. The thing is, though, guys, there's no point in filling your salon if you're just leaking the clients out. You're just going to spread bad words around your salon, and eventually, within a year's time, you're going to complain that that magic pill doesn't work anymore. Of course it doesn't, because everyone knows that you're not walking the walk. It's as simple as that. I wouldn't want to lose 40% of my staff. And the reason they leave, guys, is because of indifferences that's going on. Like, clients and staff are walking. If you're not fully booked and you know you're getting new clients, your clients are leaving you for a reason. If you have staff that come and go, staff love to know what a system is. They want to know what time they start work. They want to know what they do when they come to work. They want to know it gets done. And that's why they're leaving you. You may think it's a bit of a hoo-ha and a bit of a, but it's actually not at all. It really isn't. I say fix the system and take out the human error. If you have a system of how you want things said on how to rebook a client, it's not the staff's fault that the client didn't rebook. It's the system. If you have a system for retail, when do I talk about retail? When should I say and what do I say? That's a system. You see, if your client comes into you and just says, hey, have you got any appointments today? How you react makes a difference. If you say, no, that client leaves, she's gone forever. If you change that word and go, actually, no, we don't, but we do have a system here that if we ever turn you away, because we like to guarantee a place, we give you a voucher to come back again and have the hair done half price or whatever it may be. That's a system. So you just build a system or whatever system works in your salon. But the key here, guys, is when things are wrong, you don't blame the staff. You actually blame the system. And it's as simple as that. It really is. People love to know it's safe. They do. Your staff want to know that when they come to work, they have a criteria that's expected of them. And the clients, when they come, they want to know the same thing too. They want to know that it's safe. Like today, I happened something the other day, and I'm going to explain the story in a second, but my story is here. I went to a hairdresser 4 weeks ago and had a haircut. Great haircut, loved it. The barber was fantastic. It really worked out really well. I'm just going to refresh that. Worked out really, really well. Really enjoyed it. Okay, went this week, booked out Monday, went again. Haircut wasn't the same, but it was good enough. The system was different. He said hello to me differently. He got me in the chair differently, cut my hair differently. He didn't finish me off. The whole thing was different than it was before. And I mean hugely different. Now, the difference is the haircut's okay, hopefully. I'm now sitting here thinking, do I go back? Will I go back? Will I not go back? I don't know if I'm going to go back or not. So the problem is, I wanted to know when I went in there and I got exactly the same service, I feel really comfy and relaxed. So if you go to your basin area and you're washing hair and you're in a rush and you do a 3-minute wash instead of a 5-minute wash, that client knows. If you normally offer after a treatment and you don't ask for a treatment because you're in a rush, that client knows. You see, these things is what's going to lose you clients. You cutting time to try and keep on track and maybe keep the clients you think, or squeezing somebody in is actually losing your clients. So what you need to know and the staff need to know is, how do I make sure everything I've done is done proper? How do I know if the floor is swept to how I like it? How do I know if that client's being looked after how I like it? How do I know that phone is being answered how I like it? That's what we call a system. Really quite simple and really quite easy. I personally believe that if you systemize your salon, you'll make more money. A, your staff won't leave you. We all know it takes 12 months to fill a brand new stylist. So if you get to keep your stylist longer, you actually make more money. It's as simple as that, really. Secondly, you won't lose clients because they feel uncomfortable and unhomely and they leave you. So you're going to have more clients staying around longer, spending more money, because the fact is a regular client spends about 33% more than any other new client. Your staff aren't going to leave. But thirdly, it costs money to fix problems. You know, if you don't clean the floor properly and something goes wrong or someone slips, it's going to cost you money. If there's something goes wrong in your client journey and the color goes wrong because you haven't got a system, it's going to cost you money. See, fixing things costs money and time, which is your money, because you only sell time, by the way. That's all you have. That's why it's so important to systemize your business. It's imperative. There's no point filling your business with new clients if you're just leaking them through a hole. There's just no point at all. What tends to happen, if you've got a salon, you'll know if this is you or not, that has 0 systems, is you're doing all the work. Your staff are in the back room on the phone. Now, you think it's unfair that this is happening, but let me tell you from the staff's point of view, all the staff that I've employed, they don't want to be in the back room. They'd rather be at home. They don't want to be in the back room. They'd rather be at the beach with their friends. They're on Facebook. They're bored. And I'll tell you what they're doing. They're thinking, how do I get out of this rat race? You're doing all the work. You're not thinking it's good because you're doing the work and they're doing nothing. You nagged them. Now they think, I've got no work and I'm being nagged at. Horrible circle to be in, guys. If you systemize your salon becomes the destination, not you. And that's the key here. If I came to you and I knew that the salon, any stylist did me exactly the same work, any colorist did me the same work, whatever happened, whoever I spoke to, I got treated the same, I'd go again. Not to the owner. I'd actually go to the salon. I'm going to tell you a story about why I should. Like 2 top reasons for customer loss. Customers feel poorly treated and failure to solve a problem in a timely manner. I'm going to tell you a story. This was years and years and years ago before I systemized my salon. And I was just like you guys. I was working really hard. My staff weren't working that hard. I'm the one who's busy, but I need to be busy to pay the bills. And a horrible circle was there. Before that aha moment, I need to systemize my business. I did this lady, beautiful lady. Every 4 weeks without fail, she had a color done. I did her hair for about a year and a bit. I was new in business. I really liked her. And then she stopped coming. And then you think to yourself, oh, she didn't like me. Did I do something wrong? Was it the junior's fault, etc., etc.? And I bumped into her in town one day and I stopped her and I said to her, look, hey, I missed you. What happened? And she said, I got a dirty cup one day. There's a lipstick mark on this cup. This one here, you know, big fat lipstick mark was on the cup. I went, yeah, we made a mistake. She went, yeah, but I'm now thinking your combs are dirty, your brushes are dirty, your gowns are dirty, your towels are dirty. I just can't come in. I just can't come in anymore. So from that day on, Me and my wife made a system of how to wash up. I mean, really, it sounds ridiculous. How do you wash up? But it never happened to me again in the next 15 years since then of owning my salons. Because we had how to wash up, like how to put the water in the bowl, how to put clean a cup, how to rinse, how to dry, how to stack away. Sounds really silly, doesn't it? And it does. I laugh when I think about it. But it's something as small as that that's actually going to lose you your client. They will walk away. They really will. It's a fact, guys. We used to call it 9-packing in the UK. You know, if someone had a good experience for you, they would tell 9 people. So we used to give them 9 referral cards. So I used to call that the 9-pack. But 16 if they're not happy with you. So if you go and look after a client today and they're not happy, they're going to tell 16 people. Now, you imagine them 16 people telling 16 people, telling 16 people, which is what's going to happen when they go, I think I have my hair done yet. Oh, don't go to Tracy's salon. Did you hear what happened to Mary? Like, that's what happens, guys. And that's generally because most people do not moan, do not mess about your actual hair or beauty. Think about it. In a year, how many complaints do you really get about the blow dry not being good enough, the color not being good enough, or the haircut not being good enough, or the massage or the waxing? Maybe on one hand, hey, 5. So why is your salon not busy? Why is it not chock-a-block? Why are you losing clients? And trust me, I've not met a salon yet that's losing clients. It's something you have to work at all the time while you're a salon owner. You see, the thing is that most people leave you not because of your hairdressing or beauty skills. They leave you because of your salon. One junior would have wet them at the basin. One junior would have scoured at them. One junior forgot to say thank you. One junior forgot to give them water this week. That's why they leave. Nothing to do with you. But the secret is, if you systemize your business, if you do that, everyone's on the same page. There's less errors, which means you lose less clients and you get busy fast. You get yourself out of that war zone and you get yourself into the good zone. I'm going to show you this actually because this was this week. I did a coaching call with one of my clients. I've hidden most of this because it's for our VIP clients that are in our group. I just want to show you the top section. What we tend to do, you'll see there's 5 boxes there, and we do a 10% increase per year on each box to give you that 50% increase. So indirectly, we work out how many clients you get now. So let's just say, for example, she has 100 clients a week. That's what she services. Her goal is to get 110. So a 10% increase across the board. So if you can get 10 new clients coming in and each client spends, $2,000 a year, it's got, 20 grand that you're going to get. It's not a bad little bit for one box. We do, of course, 5 boxes. So we're talking, we really push people quite hard. But let's just talk about this. So what we do here is we add items here that we actually want them to commit to over the next 3 months, the next 90 days. So for example, they might go, yeah, I'm going to put 10 posts on Facebook. I'm going to go into hyperactive mode. I'm going to go into passive mode or active mode. And if you guys don't know what they are, you'll probably need to find them on my website or something like that. But it's where you move into hyperactive. You're looking for clients. You're actually quite busy. You want to back off and go into passive. So we have 5 dedicated areas just externally where you're going to try and grow your business. Anyway, so this particular client that we spoke to, we had an idea with her where she, on her website, she gives away a £10, because she's UK. So she gives away a £10 off new clients. Okay, that's what she does. So you probably got that on your website. £10 off new clients or $20 off new clients, etc. So I said to her, why don't we tweak it a little bit and see what happens? So we did this unique thing. She went in there, very clever of her, popped it up so it pops up on her page, and she's got a very unique system that she's done now, something completely different. Now, we started this 2 weeks ago, and she's already made a 10% increase in her business within 2 weeks of tweaking something on her website. We just had a chat with her, tweaked it around, and gave her that 10% increase. Now, what I'm trying to say here, guys, is that one thing, just that one thing, is massive. And if I just go to this stage here, I want to show you why it's massive. So I'm going to go in red for this. So this was her web page. She did something on it that we tweaked, gave her 10% new clients, and now she's good. Now, this is the external system. Think about this. So let's just go here. This is her Facebook post. Now, if you knew that when clients go to your web page, they're going to do something, which is what she's put on her web, that gets her new clients, and I mean a 10% increase within 2 weeks, wouldn't you just literally make this automatic that every post, every ad is not sent them to the salon anymore? Why would you do that? This is gold. It's working. So we're sending everybody now. So she now has an automated system that she can rinse and repeat anytime she likes, because she knows her web page now is converting huge. She now just sends people from Facebook to the web page. It's as easy as that. And every time they go to the web page, they do what they need to get done. She now gets their email address, and she actually gets that client come in the door with this voucher and go, guess what? It works. So that's a system. That's one little system that we tend to build, but that's a very easy system that now we've got a system that we know that works. And when you know it works, you rinse and repeat. So we work on, of course, 5 of these systems externally, then we do internal structures, et cetera, but that's what it's all about. That is just pretty huge. Okay, I reckon it's time to dive in. I think I've waffled enough. Let's dive in. Let's figure out, how do we actually systemize our salon? Let's do it. I'm going to teach you today now how you systemize your salon. Team meetings. What do we do at team meetings? You work on systems. Every single team meeting you do. Anything that goes wrong, anything that's not good, you just watch and you observe. You know, as an owner, you know, we're watching 25 conversations at once. You know you are. That's what you do. Anything falls down, you go, hey team, come together. I noticed this week that rebooking's down, and I was watching a few of you guys and the systems broke down. Let's fix the system. Guess what? Now you're not nagging your staff every 5 minutes going, oh, you're not rebooking. Nah, you're blaming the system which you invented with your team, so it's everyone's problem. How good's that? Everyone's problem. I'd love that. Wouldn't you love that? So guess whose problem it is? It's his problem. It's her problem. It's his problem. It's her problem. That's whose problems it is, guys. It's as simple as that. It really is. Let's move on to the next page. Okay, how do we do this? Quite simple. Let's dive in. Okay. Mind map your salon. I want you to write everything you do in your salon. Walk in today and make a big list of every single thing that you do. Turn the key, fill the kettle, turn the coffee machine on, sweep the floor, put magazines out, put the sign out, turn the sign over. Whatever it is, everything you do, everything. Do it for 2 weeks. Do it for 2 weeks. Write a big fat list. Get you and your staff to do it for 2 weeks. Pretty easy. And then, this is really easy to do, guys. It really is. Just get some Post-it notes. Nice and easy. Yeah, nice and easy. And just get some Post-it notes like so. Yeah, you know where they are. Hundreds of them. Cool. Yep, nice and easy. You get some Post-it notes, and all we do then is we write that one problem that you have, that one issue. So we're going to go with coffee machine. We're going to go with cleaning. We're going to go with morning duties. We're going to go with end of day. We're going to go with, let's go with answer the phone. We're going to go with back room. You get the message, hey. And then what you do then is you break one problem down into step-by-step process of how it needs to get done. And that goes into your policy. Pretty easy when you think about it. You see, the thing is, guys, when we come down to, I want to use a nice green on this one because I think it is. Where you are now, I don't care where you are now. Let's just say that you're sitting on 400,000. And you need clients on that. I've got my little calculator here. So 400,000, for example, that's where you are now. And you want to add to that maybe, let's just a 20% increase, which is pretty easy to do. That gives you 480K with a 20%. I'm not sure if you can see that too well, so I might change my pen to black. Hey, that's a 480K with a 20%. Yeah, it's pretty easy. A 10% is going to give you 440. What are you going to get? A 5% growth this year? 0%? Or are you going to actually go down 10%? Where do you want to be, guys? I don't know where you want to be. You need to tell me where you want to be. Where do you want to be this time next year? Because if you want to be 20%, if you want 20% growth, do you know what the secret is, guys? I'm going to explain there's a secret here now. Really, really easy. Okay, let me just make sure that no one's yet. Really easy. Look at this. Can you see the difference? It's one side step away. All right? 6 months, look at the gap. 9 months, take a look at it. If you do something today, it's easier than trying to do it in 6 months' time. Yes, you should have systemized your salon a long time ago, but you know what? The next best time to systemize your salon is today or Monday. Start now. It's as simple as that. The longer you leave it, the harder it is for you to actually get any growth this year. And it's okay getting new clients through the door. I see you do it all the time, guys. But do you know what? Every people I speak to tells me the same thing. These discount ads, they run out fast. Because they might not be your own clients. When they come in, you're not servicing them very well. It's not the way it is. Here's one of the quickly, I'm going to show, this was my salon. This is what we used to do. We had a weekly cleaning duty checklist. This was our list. We got them to date it. Very, very simple. This is what we did. This is one of them problems that we talked about. I shall show you another one in a second. We used to get them to put the date on. So let's say the 1st of the night and sign it. We used to get them to maybe do that on the 2nd of the night to sign it, the 3rd of the night to sign it, 2nd of the night to sign it. And we used to get people to sign it because it was never a junior's responsibility in my salon to do the cleaning. It was everyone's responsibility to keep my salon clean. And I looked at this and I could see if that was the same person over and over again, I'd know that maybe they were abusing the junior. Also, I want to know who's doing the cleaning and who's not. I don't have contracts, as you know. I'm not a contract sort of guy. But the one thing that I do have is that I very, very rarely reprimand people in my salon. I can count in my 20 years of being in business how many times I had to reprimand people. I took them in the back room and talked to them. I took them in the back room and we had chats. I took them in the back room, maybe we both ended up crying. But I've never, ever get people written warnings for something so stupid. But there is one thing that really gets me is if you tell me you've done the tea towels and you're lying and you've signed for it, that's the only time I'll actually give you a written warning. The only time when you lie to me. And I made that really important to my staff. And they never did. They signed it off when it got done. If they didn't do it because they were busy, I never told them off. We just made sure that it got done first thing the next day. Pretty simple. It really is pretty simple. Now, this is one of the tasks that we did. You've just seen the task through here. That's this. We just did this. Weekly duties. Look, that went into our, this was a subfolder, and it went into our individual policy. Our salon policy was easy. It was in the back room in Polly Pockets for a reason. You could do it digital if you want to now. There's something good about holding it in your hand, though. There really is. Yeah, for sure. But the thing about this list was when I employed a new staff member, I had this in step 1 to 10, 10 to 20, you know, and I took them out and said, here you go, take it home, read it. This is what I do at my salon. This is what makes my salon so good. This is why you want to work here. It's because we have standards, and this goes into the standard policy. My standard policy, you call it a standard policy, it really was a training manual for me. This is what a training manual actually was. Everyone knew exactly what needed to get done. This was just one task that got done, our weekly cleaning duties. We had weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, quarterlies. That's just what we had done. We had morning and afternoon, but that's the idea. Pretty easy to do. It's not that hard. If you're anything like me, and I'm the same, when you go to the gym and you head off to the gym and you go, yeah, I'm going to do this, this, and this. The thing is that when really, do you give it 80%, 70%, 90%? What do you give? I reckon only the top 5% of salons actually can hold themselves accountable. Most people can't do that. I can't. I'm a slacker. I admit I'm a slacker. I used to go to the gym on the treadmill, walk as slow as I possibly can, watching TV for an hour and go, yes, I've been to the gym, and buy a pie on the way home. Just what I did. It's crazy. I probably ate more calories than I burnt off. Because I knew I could get away with it. I didn't feel like it. The weather was too cold. I felt a bit achy. You know what it's like, guys. It's the same as your salon. Your weekly meetings need to be made up of you building systems on systems on systems. You need systems for how to attract clients. You need systems to convert these people to become real clients, loyal clients. And you need to deliver a remarkable service every single day of the week. If you've got flu, if you're ill, even if you're on your deathbed, your salon should have to give that remarkable service. Now, most of you can't do that, and it's really hard. It took me a long time to systemize my salon, but it's what got me out of the war zone super quick. It's what kept me in that lifestyle for over 15 years when I systemized my salon. And it was all down to some silly little systems. Really, who wants to put the effort in? But the effort is what's going to make you really well. I know people online now have some super systems in place, and that's why they're earning some really good money. There's money to be made here, guy. You have two choices. You either moan on Facebook that nothing's working. Oh, I've done another ad. What ad works? It's not about the ad. The ad is one element out of 9 things that need to get done in your salon. Your job is to work through these 9 over and over again. Get yourself off the floor a little bit. Of course, we all love it. I mean, I never want to get off the floor, even when I was in my lifestyle zone. But, you know, you've got to give some time to this. This is not going to happen on its own. Your staff are crying out for you to systemize your salon. Your clients are crying out for it. mean, how many times are they going to give you more chances when they come in again and the coffee's cold, or they come in again and you didn't wash their hair properly because there's a bit of shampoo left in here? They've had enough. They will walk, and you'll never, ever, ever get these people back. They've gone for good. They're too embarrassed to come back, and they'll never give you a chance because that disagreement, they're gone. So stop filling your bucket that's leaking full of holes. Fill the holes and then fill the bucket. It's as easy as that. Hey guys, if I've hit a nerve with you guys today and you'd like me to help you with this, bung down your email address and I will talk to you. I'm away today. I'm flying to Mackay for a chat, but I will get you over the weekend. If you want me to help you systemize your salon and get up to that lifestyle out of that war zone, just drop your email. It's as simple as that. Let's start a conversation and we can do that nice and easy. If you're anything like me, your accountability is terrible. So if you would like any help with this at all, if you're ready to say, yeah, right, I want to make that move. I'm sick of fighting. I'm sick of just getting ahead, or just paying the bills and another bill's due, or just getting ahead and a staff member leaves. If that's you and you're thinking, I've had enough, it's your time to draw this line in the sand and say, I want something different. And it'll only happen when you do something. It's not about attracting new clients. Like for me, I've been doing this now for 2 years, and I've realized that it's 9 elements that really make a difference. It's impactive, and it has to be all 9. I've stripped it bare. I used to have 24 modules in my course, and I've realized that 9 are the most powerful, and I want people to be masters of the 9, not just do the 24. I read a thing on Facebook the other day, and I wanted to comment, but I didn't. And if this is you, I'm really sorry, but it's something that I used to believe in, and I think you still do, and I changed my mind. Someone said, read a book a week. The top people out there read 1 book a week and you're going to be great. I'm going to tell you something now that's different. I say read 5 books a year, but over and over and over and over again, and mastering them. That's the key here, guys. My simple 9 elements is not about going wide. There's no point digging a trench 1 centimeter by a mile, where I'd rather do it 1 centimeter down a mile. Go deep. Deep's the key here. Deep with your Facebook ads, deep with your training, deep with your hairdressing and beauty skills, deep with your systems. We've got to go deep. You've got to be remarkable. There's no point doing it fluffy and say, I've done all these things. No, it doesn't work anymore, guys. You've got to be deep, which means you've got to do less and more at the same time. Don't spread yourself too thin, guys. Keep it firm. That's why people out there have successful salons. I've been watching them. I've been learning myself over the year. So if you'd like help with this, I'm your guy. More than happy to have a chat. There's no way on earth I will try and hook you into anything because I'm not that sort of dude. I'm not going anywhere. These are the 9 things that I believe that salons need. And I tell you this for now. If you've never heard of this one here, the authority, that's what every client is looking for at the moment. They are looking for the #1 salon in town, and I'm seeing some people stand above everybody else. You know the sort, you see the ads, you see their posts, and you go, wow, they are the best in town. You haven't even seen their hairdressing skills. You haven't seen their profit and loss. You've seen nothing, but you know they're good because that's what they do. They're standing up. The ones that we're teaching, they're standing above everybody else. This, the money map. I gave you a little sneaky peek at the money map just earlier on. You saw just the top section of the money map. Yeah, you need clarity. So people in our group, they know exactly 5 items that they're working on over the next 90 days to get new blood. They've got 5 items below that they're working internally on something as well. And it goes on through there. And this, marketing mastery, do you know what that's about? That's about once you know how to attract clients, you set up this system like the lady with the website. Do you remember the lady with the website? We knew a little tweak made it work, and now she's just flooding her salon. So she now knows that slow the Facebook ad down, make the Facebook ad go. She's now got Google and Facebook working for her. It's immense. And it took seconds to do, but only because we knew that we wanted to aim on something like that. This section here, by the way, guys, really is getting everything out of your computer system and earning you at least 50 grand a year. Very, very easy to do. This one here, your core story, absolutely bonkers. If you guys don't know your core story, that's what clients are looking for. They want to feel part of you. I think I did this before. I think I've been over this a few times, but this is the 9 simple things. People don't want to do business with people they don't know now. They want to do business with people they like. Win them over. How do you make them go from a Facebook like over to a Facebook client? They come in and spend money with you. It's pretty easy to do. You've got to have a plan in place. We talked today. This was the one. Remarkable service, guys. Impeccable. Impeccable. Your salon down the road isn't how you get judged anymore. That's how it was back in the day, you know. My salon's better than your salon, so they'll come to me. Now your salon's got to stand up to the BMW dealer, the Audi dealer, the cinema, the coffee shop. Anyone who's impeccable and remarkable, they're not making you look shabby. That's why you've got to work at this. That's what we've just talked about today. The client satisfaction is one element of that remarkable service, but we stick it on a module all on its own because it's so important. How you say things, how you do things is in. And then, of course, how to hold the perfect team meeting week in, week out to make sure that all, and I mean all, the rest of these 8 work without problems, without clockwork. If you think it's all about you building these systems, if that's what you think it is, you building systems in your salon to make your salon grow, think again. That was pre-2000. It's about you and your team building the systems. I hope you got that. Your team want to belong, and holding the perfect team meeting is how you do that. Awesome, guys. I think I've waffled on enough. I think I've gone. If you need any accountability, if you know you're not going to do this really, and you really want to do this, you're going to have to do something about it. And I say, you know what? If that's the case, give me a nudge. Let me know you're out there. Let me know. Just stick your email address down. I'll contact you. Trust me, I'll just be like, hey, where you're at now, what you're struggling with, this is what I offer. You know, can I help you? As simple as that. That's all it's going to be. And you're either going to go, actually, yeah, I'm ready for some help. I think, by the way, guys, if you're clever enough, you would have seen that today I taught you why you need to do this. I've shared with some stories about how it gets done. Our number one thing that we teach, by the way, is how to build a pink sheet. It's really how to build a story. This whole thing we've been through today has been built on a pink sheet. I've took you through a journey of why you should do it, what needs to get done, and I've actually told you exactly how to do it. You can watch this again and work your way through how to do it. The problem is most of you are like me. We just won't do it without help. We need that accountability. We need the buddy. And if that's you, you know how to get hooked with me. Okay, guys, I'm off. It's been a cracking day. I'm flying up to Mackay today. So any Mackay people out there, I'm coming to see you Monday. We're going to do this bigger, better, live. And we're going to leave Mackay. If you're one of these Mackay salon owners that's going to be with me, you're going to leave with 2 things that are done. I don't coach how anymore. We coach with, which means there and then. When you join us, we coach you. We do it there live. You're going to walk away with stuff that go, I've just done this myself. Richard taught me through it step by step. I'm ready to take on the world. Well, take on Mackay anyway. Okay, guys, thanks very much. High five to everybody. Give me some love. Hey, guys, share this out. Let's get the systems out. Give it some shares. Share it all over the place. Show us some love, guys. I'm out of here.